Every so often, Bungie makes changes to the new player experience. This is a good thing because the new player experience has been a complete mess in the past. I created my first beginner's guide video on how to start the original campaigns because the game literally just dropped you in the tower and gave you no indication of where to go or what to do next. It was a mess. With the release of Beyond Light, Bungie reintroduced the Cosmodrome from Destiny 1 and beefed up the new player introduction to the world of Destiny 2. I wanted to experience this from a beginner's perspective, so I created a new free-to-play character and played through all the available missions. I was honestly surprised by how long it took me to get through all the content. Free-to-play players do have a good bit of content available, but there is a major downside. Free-to-play players cannot play entire campaigns. It's more of a sampler pack. While this does amount to a lot of content, you just aren't satisfied in the end. That's how I felt, at least. As I mentioned in a previous video, Bungie removed the Red War, Curse of Osiris, and Warmind campaigns from the game. These campaigns were actually free to play for a time before they were removed. Removing these campaigns from the game sucks for everyone, but it double sucks for new players who were previously able to play through an entire campaign for free before dishing out cash for some of the more recent content. Bungie has hinted that things could return at some point in the future, however, there is nothing definite right now. No point in rubbing more salt in that wound, I'll move along. The first thing that new players will encounter upon starting the game is a quest called A Guardian Rises. This questline takes you through a series of modified starting missions from Destiny 1. This is some of the content that Bungie ported over when Beyond Light released, with the intention of providing a clearer introduction to the world of Destiny 2. I personally think it's cool to see some of the missions from D1 brought over to D2. The whole experience on the Cosmodrome is a significant improvement for new players in my opinion. I had a good time reminiscing about the good old days of Destiny 1. While it isn't a huge series of complex missions, I think it will keep you entertained for an hour or two, and it is free for all players. The final task in the questline is to complete the Disgraced strike. After doing so, the world opens up and you are free to travel around to other planets or activities. You'll see mission icons on the moon, the Tangled Shore, and Europa. Clicking on any of these icons will start you off on the first mission for the campaign that corresponds to that location. The campaigns available within the game as of March 2021 are Forsaken, Shadowkeep, Beyond Light, and the seasonal activities for Season of the Hunt and Season of the Chosen. Free-to-play players are able to play through the first mission from each campaign. The Forsaken campaign starts on the Tangled Shore, Shadowkeep starts on the Moon, and Beyond Light starts on Europa. After completing the first mission from each of these locations, you will be able to explore that location, but unable to continue the campaign. You'll be prompted to buy the corresponding campaign if you attempt to continue to the next mission. For reference, here's the current prices for each of the expansions on Steam. If you do decide to purchase Beyond Light, be aware that the seasonal content is purchased separately. Free-to-play players as well as owners of Beyond Light can access the seasonal activities like hunts and battlegrounds, but cannot access Season Pass content nor things like the missions to obtain Hawk Moon or Dead Man's Tale. To summarize things, free-to-play players are able to access a sampler pack from each of Destiny 2's expansions. There are other activities in the game that are open to everyone, like Strikes and Crucible, but each of the available campaigns are tied to paid content. Hopefully this clears up some of the confusion around Destiny 2 campaigns and what free-to-play players can access. If you found this video helpful, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more Destiny 2 content.